Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. This morning weighing in at 170.8, and for breakfast this morning, it's not the ordinary anymore. We ran out of lime this morning, so I did not have my lime, iodine, and water this morning. Instead, I pulled out some old dumbbells, they're 35 pounds, and I started doing some exercise. Again, I just want to get comfortable with what I have at home before I head out to the gym. So for this morning, I did 20 reps of curls, biceps. It was tough for me. As you can see, I'm actually struggling. I actually did sets of 5 because I couldn't do the 20 straight, so I had to break it up. I'm really weak right now. And I also did 50 push-ups again. This time, instead of just putting my palm on the floor, I actually held on to the dumbbells. I put it perpendicular to my body to imitate as though I was bench pressing at the gym. So I put them a little bit wider than I should, because as I was going down, my chest was touching the dumbbells a little bit. So I put them a little bit wider, so it's more of a wide grip. For lunch today, something different. We had some eggs in the fridge that's been sitting there for a while, so I just want to make use of it. We have 8 total. It's grass-fed, not grass-fed, it's pasture-raised, and it's organic also. So I will be frying that with butter, just a little piece of butter so it won't stick to the pan. I would put that in first. And what I'm doing here is that I am cracking the eggs, and I will be separating the egg whites from the yolk, because what I want to do is that I want to cook the egg whites separately from the yolk. I want the yolk as raw as possible. I've done raw eggs before, just crack it and put it in my mouth, but today I'm feeling like I want the crust on the bottom, so I'm frying it a little bit. So I'm frying the egg white first, and then I will fry the yolk. So I'm just going to add the yolk in, let it sit for maybe 30 seconds or so, just to bring the temperature up to approximately the same, without really cooking it, because I don't want to destroy the nutrients, the cholesterol, and vitamins, minerals in there. So I just want it to be as raw as possible. Okay, so once I have everything done, cracked, and separated, again, as you can see here, I'm putting the egg whites in first. I just want that to cook for a couple of minutes, so it turned white. Here I'm just separating it from the bottom because I don't want it to stick. So when I put it on my plate, I can just kind of slide out from the pan to the plate. So I let it sit for another minute or so, so it hardened up a little bit. So here, checking up on it, grabbing my all my yolks, 8 eggs total, just dump it in, and scraping everything I got there. There we go. Alright. So this I will just cover up for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds or so. Again, it's nothing more than just to bring it up to room temperature. And once it's done, I'm just going to plate it. Here, as you can see, struggling a little bit. And there we go. 8 eggs total. 6. Oh, the other 2 were crushed. So I'm just adding a little bit of salt here to it, Himalayan pink salt. Again, the container, I think it says black pepper or something. I'm just reusing the same container. So as you can see, the yolk is pretty much in its original form. The other two yolks, I broke them as I was separating them. So I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't get all 8 yolks not broken, but overall it's very good. I try not to break the yolk as I eat them also. I kind of cut around the yolk with my spoon and just put everything in my mouth, and then I'll break it in my mouth, and you can feel the creaminess in it in my mouth. It's very good, and it's very mild. And for dinner today, we are doing something a little different also. We're doing chunks of pork. I got it from Stop and Shop. It was really cheap. I think it was 89 cents a pound or so. It's just bits and pieces of pork, meat and fats. So as you can see here, it's very fatty, and that's what I was going for. Plus, it's cheap also, so I didn't have to spend a lot of money on that. And I just fried it with lard, and I'm just cutting it up and dipping it into the fish sauce also. I didn't season the pork or salt it or anything when I was frying it. Again, the taste of the fish sauce is very powerful, so it doesn't really matter what I dip in there. It pretty much tastes the same. All I can taste is the fish. So the pork was just the fat that or the texture of the fat that I'm feeling, but the taste of the pork itself, I can't really taste it. One thing that I noticed is that I've been breaking out a little bit. Normally I don't get pimples at all, but I have 3 pimples. One on my forehead, one is closer to my eye, and the other one is to the left of my nose. It's not anything major or anything like that. Good night, and see you guys tomorrow.